Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a veteran going through the VA claims process, you already know it's not always smooth sailing. But today I'm breaking down something super important: how to properly add additional disability conditions to an open VA claim. So whether you're newly diagnosed, had something overlooked at your C&P exam, or your doctor just dropped a bombshell new Nexus letter, you need to know how to get those new conditions added to your existing claim without resetting your intent to file date or slowing down your process. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the best method, and that's calling the VA directly at 1-800-827-1000. When you call, you'll ask the VA rep to add additional conditions to your open claim. Sounds simple, right? Well, not always. Some reps don't know how to do this, or they might tell you it's not possible. But here's the deal: it is possible, and they can absolutely add those conditions. If you get a rep who sounds confused, doesn't know what you're talking about, or tells you to submit a whole new claim, hang up, wait a day or two, and call back. Do this 2 to 3 times if you need to until you get someone experienced who knows exactly how to update your claim. Why is this the best method? Because the turnaround time is fast, usually 1 to 3 days, and your conditions get added under the same intent to file date, which is critical for maximizing your back pay. Next, let's cover the second method, which is submitting a personal statement with your open claim. You can write a statement through your va.gov account or upload a PDF to your documents. In the statement, clearly say something like, "I am requesting that the following conditions be added to my open claim under the current intent to file date. List your conditions." Be specific and make sure to explain briefly why you're adding them. Maybe they were diagnosed recently or mentioned in a C&P exam but not formally included. This is a reliable method, but it might take a little longer for the VA to process than the phone call. Now, let me be crystal clear about something. Do not submit another VA Form 21526EZ if your goal is just to add conditions. Doing that might cause the VA to open a new claim with a different intent to file date, and that could mess with your back pay eligibility or even delay the process by weeks. The whole idea here is to keep all your conditions under one open claim with the same intent to file date, so don't let that get split by accident. Another method that's available but not always ideal is using the Ask VA Messenger tool on va.gov. This is a secure messaging system where you can write to the VA and request they add conditions to your open claim. While it is an official method, the downside is the turnaround time. Sometimes it takes several days or even weeks to get a response, and you might not get confirmation that it was processed right away. If you're on a time crunch or near the end of your claim process, this may not be the best route. So what other methods might work? If you have a VSO, Veteran Service Officer, or accredited representative, they can assist with submitting documents and statements on your behalf, including requests to add conditions. You can also visit a regional VA office in person and ask for help directly, but you'll want to bring any supporting documentation with you. Some people also report success with uploading a document through Quick Submit on va.gov, as long as it's labeled clearly and attached to the right claim. Now, let's talk about why someone would want to add conditions to an open claim. There are a lot of reasons. Maybe you were recently diagnosed with a condition after you filed your initial claim, or maybe during your C&P exam, the examiner noted symptoms or possible diagnoses in your records, but didn't formally evaluate them or list them as a claimed condition. And sometimes you or your doctor simply forgot to include something the first time around. Whatever the case, these conditions can still be added, as long as your claim is still open. That brings me to a very important point: the timing. The best time to add conditions is before Step 4 of the VA claim process. That's the preparation for decision phase. If you try to add new conditions during or after Step 4, the VA may push your claim back to Step 2, which is review of evidence. And that could delay your decision by weeks or months. So don't wait. Add your conditions early, ideally before your C&P exams or just after, once you know what else needs to be considered. So let's recap. First, Call the VA at 1-800-827-1000 and ask to add your conditions. Keep calling back until you get a rep who knows how to help. Second, consider uploading a personal statement requesting the additions. Third, don't file another EZD form or start a new claim. Protect your original intent to file date. Fourth, while the Ask VA Messenger and other tools like Quick Submit or your VSO can help, be mindful of timing delays. And lastly, act early, before your claim hits Step 4. If this helped you out, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more veteran claim tips, and drop your questions in the comments. I'm here to help you navigate the VA system smarter and with less stress. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.